on protesters. She's accusing President Alexander Lukashenko of rigging his election victory last month. There have been protests on the Yemeni island of Socotra against the establishment of military bases by the United Arab Emirates and Israel. There have been reports the two countries are planning to set up the bases following their agreement to normalise relations. Cyprus has said it will strip 7 people of their so-called golden passports that were bought in the country's citizenship by investment scheme. It follows an Al Jazeera investigation that revealed EU passports had been sold to convicted criminals. Jacob Blake, the unarmed black man who was shot by police last month in Kenosha, has appeared in court on video link.
Are you able to hear me clearly today, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Blake pleaded not guilty to charges of sexual assault and domestic abuse. Police say they were trying to arrest Blake on the charges when an officer shot him 7 times in the back, leaving him paralysed. That's it from me. AJ Selects is next.
After 2 years in office, has the Pakistani Prime Minister delivered on his promises?
Of freedom of speech, it's now being curtailed under your watch, Mr. Prime Minister.
Hashim, what is the evidence? Can you just
I'll tell you.
Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan talks to Al Jazeera.
So I'm trying to cite, no. I can't really identify because it's really confusing. I can't identify I'm trying to identify my house. I'm trying to identify my house, my family house. The government is trying to erase my own home, my own story, my own history, my background. You have a development plan that leaves no room for a poor. Is that really a development plan? After everything, you have nothing left. They are government terrorists. I do not want any other person to experience what I have experienced in the past. What I have in front of me is the case file of what happened at Otodogbame. That was why Justice and Empowerment Initiative sued the government. The waterfront communities won the case, but the Otodogbame was totally evicted and the law has not been enforced. So I'm very concerned about participating effectively in a team or in a movement to put an end to all of these things that is happening in our slum community. The reason why we are here today is for us to plan a date whereby all the people in this community will come together and we educate ourselves on the importance of participating in election. I want to tell you guys that PVC is our power. PVC means permanent voters card. It's what qualifies you that you are capable of voting. So as an advice, the people that we'll be voting for should be people that can always come and help us, maybe can always come to our rescue when we need them. They shouldn't be people that they are living at Ikoyi and then they are representing us. It should be people that are staying with us, people who understand our problem and our challenges. So,
before Elijah came, we don't even know anything about electoral processes, how to go about it. It now changed our mind, our mindset.
I strongly believe that poor communities have more power than they think they have. The number one way people throw away their power is to think that they don't have any. We keep trying, we keep pushing until we see those changes start happening gradually in our communities. After the eviction, every one of us was scattered, and here right now in Lagos, I live very far from my parents, so my parents went on my Facebook status. I wrote there that my dream is to work with Marvel, and I want African countries to always see part of themselves in their stories.
Your best is yet to come. The road is crooked. The journey is difficult. You may have to go through high waters. You may have to go through the mountain. You may have to go through the fire. But guess what? You will get to your destination.
I think today is the first time I returned here. The last time I left here was on the night of April 2017. I could vividly remember the day Daniel died. It was on Palm Sunday. On that day, we were inside the water and they shot him at the neck. And the people rushed him and they put him inside a boat. He was inside the boat and he lost composure. And thick alkaline was just emitting from his mouth and his eyes was just blinking. I was highly enraged and something just went off in me. This used to be our place. This used to be where we live. And the government came, they thrown us out, they hurt my people, they killed them, they shot them dead. They came through the land and they came through the water. They were setting our houses ablaze. They burnt our belongings, our properties, everything my parents has labored for to gather in their life. They burnt it with fire. This poem that I'm about to recite is titled Lamb of Mega City. Our white standing ground saturated with water, a water of purpose, a purpose of fishing, a fishing of livelihood, a livelihood of Otodogbame. There in the water, a community watches her community set ablaze. Whatever objects remain were reduced to their abstract shapes, rob of color and detail. Reddish flames on our community, thick smokes from our homes. Our government with vague visions, our government with unfulfilled promises, our government with unanswered questions. Our pains, their wealth, our cry, their strength. Are the mega cities for the people or against the people? I left as a runaway, but I will return as a king. I left as a runaway, but I will return as a king.
فتحت الباب بلاقي بس شرطيين جمهوريين، هدول الضباط الجمهوريين وظابط معهم. قلت بينه جايبين لي تأجيل أو يخبروني إشي يعني. توقعتش إنه في قوات. تركوا لنا كل العفش أواعينا وكل إشي جوا، يعني حتى الغاز مضوي على القهوة ضل مضوي تركناه. ولادي حاولوا يفزعوا، هجموا عليهم، النسوان بالقوة أطلعوهم. الشيء كان عنيف جدا. الشيء أنا طلعت دايخ من الدور أصلا، يعني أنا ما صحيتش إلا بالسيارة وحكيت مع سيارة الشرطة. نحن مقدسيين أبا عن جد، احنا سكان القدس من 1850. شو مصلحتهم قرار الإخلاء، لأن أنا عايش بيناتهم. أنت إذا لاحظت حوشي فيش عرب،
أنا العربي الوحيد اللي بدخل تحتي يهود فوقي يهود وراي يهود. طب أنا ليش 4 سنين هون؟ أنا لحالي لنفرض حالة هستيريا عندي، وهذا قرار نهائي يعني عندي خلص روحي في الدور. صعب جدا جدا. لو بتشوف الضغط اللي أنا كنت عايش فيه، لا بنام لا ليل ولا نهار، كل حركة كل كلمة عبرية بتلاقيني نطيت على الشباك خلص.
اعتقلوني مرة وأنا صغير عمري 11 سنة وروحت منها. قال ضارب حجر بالأقصى، وصاروا يعرضوا للقاضي إنه كسر بساط ومش بساط. بعديها نزلوا لائحة الاتهام وصرت أطلع عليها محاكم، طلعت يمكن 20-30 محكمة.
كان من الأوائل. والله أصعب إشي علي إن لما أشوفه هيك يعني مخنوق أنخنق، يعني أشوفه ضعف صفر. كثير أشياء صارت معي بتبين عليه بسرعة. ليش أخذت وعي؟ كم تركتم يابا؟ كم تركتم وعي؟
كلهم فوق 17. يعني مش محل واحد عمره 15 سنة يكون بالسجن، محله بالمدرسة بنادي. قعدت بالحبس المنزلي 10 أشهر صوت ملي، ما كانش اليوم يمرق على السريع بطيء، بس على التلفون. أكتر لعبة بحبها البلياردو. ما بتضيع الوقت يعني، بتطول يعني لتفوز. هم قاعدين بزهقوا بجيلنا كله عشان يطلع من البلد يقول لك انا شو جري لي اضل قاعد هون، مشاكل ومش مشاكل. فيعني قاعدين بزهقوا فينا، جيلنا اكتريته محبط نفسيا. انا بس تعلمت شغله واحده غير الصبر. وصاروا يعطوني مواعيد نفس مواعيد محكمة الدار عشان يعني يحتار أبوي وين بده يروح، على محكمتي أو على محكمة الدار.
حياته تغيرت، كل شيء تغير في حياته. كان يعني تعبنا لنا 3 سنين ونص مروا على الشؤون. يعني إن شاء الله نتأمل إنه القاضي يعني ينظر لها إنه يكمل تعليمه وما يحبسوش. يعني
شو شعورك اليوم؟ كيف حاسس؟
تعودت أطلع أنزل.
إحنا رايحين على المحكمة، إن شاء الله بعد المحكمة بنشوفكم. يعطيكم العافية. حكموش سجن، حكموا 12,000 شيكل أو سجن 50 يوم، وإن شاء الله بندفعهم على التقسيط.
قال لي إني أنا شفتها خناق صغير وما رضيتش أحكم. أول يوم طلعت من الحبس المنزلي بعد 9 أشهر بالضبط، طلعت من الدار على باب العمود، صرت أمشي بين الناس ولفيت، كيفت يعني إنه صرت أروح وأجي زي الكل. حكومة الاحتلال بتهددنا بقرار إخلاء، منعوني أروح على المدرسة، صرت مضطر أضل طول وقتي بالدار. إحنا لو كان الواحد حط عنده إنه مستقبل بده يطلع إشي بدمروا له إياه. لو واحد نفسه يطلع دكتور بيحملوه بيحطوا له تك، بيمنعوه من تكميل دراسته، بيمنعوه يدخل الجامعات. أنا بستسلمش، أنا عندي طموح وإن شاء الله بدي أكمل. بهذا الوقت بالوقت الحالي ما بفكرش بشيء، بس بفكر إنه الدور إلنا وراح تضل إلنا.
المعاناة ضريبة بدك تدفعها عشان تاخذ فاتورة هي من لحمك، من صحتك، من مالك، نفسية، إرهاق، عناد. مش واحد في القدس هادي